Hey friends, Elijah was a prophet in Israel who confronted the king and the people who were worshiping idols. He was used by God in many miraculous ways, and at the end of his life, he was taken up to heaven in a chariot of fire. Well, toward the end of his ministry, God led him to choose another prophet who he could mentor. 1 Kings 19 through 21 reads, "So Elijah went and found Elisha, son of Shaphat, plowing a field. There were 12 teams of oxen in the field, and Elisha was plowing with the 12th team. Elijah went over to him and threw his cloak across his shoulders and then walked away. Elisha left the oxen standing there, ran after Elijah and said to him, 'First let me go and kiss my father and mother goodbye, and then I will go with you.' Elijah replied, 'Go on back, but think about what I've done to you.' So Elisha returned to his oxen and slaughtered them. He used the wood from the plow to build a fire to roast their flesh. He passed around the meat to the townspeople, and they all ate. Then he went with Elijah as his assistant." So Elisha was minding his own business as a farmer, plowing the field, when Elijah shows up, throws his cloak across his shoulders. This symbolizes the calling that God had for Elisha to follow Elijah. Elisha immediately left his oxen, but asked if he could first say goodbye to his parents. Elijah told him to go back and think about it. He encouraged him to consider the cost, to make sure he was willing to make the commitment to follow God's calling for his life. So what did Elisha do? He honored his parents, the ones who had raised him, and said goodbye to them. He slaughtered the oxen he was using to plow the field. He used the plow to build a fire to roast the oxen, and then he ate the meat with all his friends. He threw a going away party. Do you see that he completely left his old life to follow God's call? He killed the oxen and he actually used his plow as the firewood. There was nothing left for him to go back to. He was completely committed to the call God had on his life. He left no room for himself to change his mind and go back. Elisha was stepping into something unknown, but I don't see him entertaining fear. He stepped out in faith and followed God's calling. Has God called you to something? No matter how big or how small the calling is, follow Elisha's example. Pay attention, recognize the call of God, think and pray about it, considering the cost, and receive godly counsel from people you trust. Be thankful for the previous season, the things you've learned, and the people who have brought you to this point. Do not allow fear to keep you from what God is leading you to. And when God has confirmed the calling, make a firm commitment to follow, leaving the past behind and walking into the destiny God has for you.